a bit. I'll leave that alone. It's enough. That wonderful red. Get lots of it. And I'm putting some gouache in. I have to, otherwise it goes dead on this paper. Translucency of watercolor doesn't work on this because if you make it translucent, it actually loses it. It goes dead. So it's basically almost gouache painting. And I'm heading for my dark. And of course, the moment we do this, it should start to work a lot better. And this needs to be lighter and warmer. What I need to do now is make this little focal point work. So it's the boxes which have gone have to be put back in, mirror them into this, and these silhouettes of the figures. And I'm ashamed to admit some of this really small detail nowadays I paint almost semi-blind because my vanity precludes me from wearing my glasses. But I have a funny feeling that the vanity is going to lose out soon. I'm going to make these fellas look as if they're doing something. I'm not sure what. As long as we have lots of junk there. I like that. There you are. Well, here it is. A little moment of Venice. So I'm actually looking forward to going home and exploding these into much bigger works. I have a feeling that I'll be doing quite a few paintings of this red interior. And there's our painting spot. We have found what we thought was a quiet spot, but there's a garbage barge just over there, ready to go. We have a scene which is remarkably complex, so it will take some doing to reduce it to its bare bones. I'll put my cap on, and I don't like the feel of this cool wind and this black clouds, so let's get on with it before it starts raining. I also don't want to make this too wet because we don't simply have time to wait. Few stronger bits here and there. There's a sort of a thing that I call mother colour, and it's that sort of a turquoisey purple. I don't think you can get that in the tube. So I'll use this throughout. It's a lilac-y sort of tone. But I'll stay away from the red awnings. As I travel down the page, I just simply look for whatever grabs my fancy. Whatever colour I see, I just throw it in. No logic to it. And of course we had brilliant sunshine before. We don't have it now. So I'll just go with what's here now and stick to it. If the sun comes out, it comes out. But I will put some extra light on here for the shadows. And I'll ignore the rubbish barge, which is the thing you can hear in the background. It's probably all you can hear. Brighter. What concerns me is that this water level is rising further and further. Now, some base colour for this boat. Put that in. Be very careful with this. I can't afford to lose it. Now unfortunately we have a lime green barge just where I was going to have a bit of light on the water. I have to just trust my instincts. This is not the finished product, this is just to take away the whiteness. It's unbelievable that that thing is now going to sit there forever. Here comes more rubbish. And some of this will just simply remain as is, particularly this path. Often what happens when you put in small bits of detail so early, and if they are indeed the finished product, it allows you to see the rest of the painting. It's red and green that look rather nice together. So I'll put a bit of it around. Oh, here we are, a bit of silence. I must say, I would have never believed that this was going to get this busy. Usually I'm very lucky with these things, but not today. I begin the background buildings now that the area is dry, and I do a little bit of fine detail, a few chimneys, rooftop gardens and so forth. And once I'm happy with that profile, I can very quickly create the rest of the building.